Hello everybody, welcome to STEAM Camp with the San Mateo County Libraries. My name is Selena and today we are going to do an activity that focuses on the letter M of STEAM. So can someone tell me what the letter M stands for? Yes, M stands for mathematics. Now we are going to do some counting today, but what we're going to focus on is learning all about shapes. And before we get to the activity, some of the supplies that you will need is, I have here some Model Magic, which is sort of like Play-Doh. And if you don't have any, I'm going to share my screen really quickly to show you a simple recipe where you can make your own. Here we go. You can pause the video to take a picture or to copy it down if you like, but the ingredients is just water, oil, flour, and salt. Now the Kool-Aid is just to add some color. You can also use food coloring. If you don't have any, that's fine. You can just use it, make the recipe as it is without the color. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing screen now. All right, you will also need some toothpicks, if you have any. If not, there's popsicle stick works. Oh, marshmallows and spaghetti. Dry spaghetti will also work great for this activity if you have it. It just might get a little messy. All right. So what are shapes? So everything in this world has a shape. So if you, let's start out with some simple shapes. So they could either be two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Let's start out with some two-dimensional shapes. So I have here, what is this? Can someone tell me what shape this is? Yes, it's a square. So a square has 4 right angles and 4 sides. So can we count 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides. Now let's get to the angles. Okay, 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle, 4 right angles. Now this is a square. Okay, so our next shape over here is a rectangle. A rectangle is similar to a square where it has 4 right angles and 4 sides. Let's count them together. So 1 right angle, 2 right angle, 3 right angle, 4 right angle. And we have the sides, 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, and 4 side. Why is this a rectangle and this a square if they both have 4 right angles and 4 sides? Can anyone see the difference? Yes, so a square has 4 equal sides. If you look at the sides over here, they're all the same size. But a rectangle here, the sides over here and the sides over here are not the same. So this is a square and this is a rectangle. Can you tell me what shape this is? Yes, it's a triangle. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. So shall we count them together? Okay. 1 angle, 2 angle, and 3 angle. And we have the sides here. 1 side, 2 side, and 3 sides. A triangle. Okay. So our next shape over here, it's a pentagon. What makes this a pentagon? Well, it has 5 angles and 5 sides. Let me see. All right, so pentagon. What if it has 6 sides and 6 angles? What does it make it? Here. It's a hexagon. Let's count this one together. 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle, 4 angle, 5 angle, 6 angle. And we have the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, I forgot one more shape. What is this shape? It's a circle. So you see it? It's round and it's circular and it has no angles. It's just one circular shape. Okay, so those are all two-dimensional shapes. What makes it two-dimensional? A two-dimensional shape, let me show you, it only has length and width, but it has no height. Okay, what has height? A three-dimensional object has height. Let me show you an example right here. So this is a rectangular prism. So it is made out of, it has all six sides. It has 6 sides. And all 6 of those, we call them faces. All those faces is a rectangle. And we have over here the length, the width, and the height. We have height. I'll show you another example over here of a 3D object. So, most of the things that we see or interact with in the world are 3D objects. So something this we have what over here. What does it look like? It is a pyramid. A pyramid is a five-sided, three-dimensional object. So it has 4 triangle faces. It's a little hard to see. So let me try. If I number it, it might be easier for us to see. We have the first face, the second face, the third face, and the fourth face. And it all meets up to the point. Well, what about the bottom? That is the fifth. But this fifth face is not a triangle. The base, this face is a square. But you put them all together, it makes a pyramid, and it's three-dimensional, so it has width, height, and length. Okay, so I want you to take a moment, look around your room. Can you find something that is a circle? And I have here a row of tape, and it's the shape of a circle. Now, can you find something that is a square? Oh, I have here a piece of origami paper, and it is a square, and it's in the shape of a square. What about a rectangle? I have here a box, and here you see a rectangle. But this is actually a 3D object because you see it has all 6 sides, or a rectangular prism. It has 6 faces. But yes, this is, if you just look at this face, this is a rectangle. Oh, I also have a ruler here. It is a rectangle. The side is just really, really long. And the side is shorter. But this is a rectangle. All right. I'm gonna share my screen and show some real life pictures, and we can look at shapes together from there. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, okay. Here is a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Can anyone see the moon over here? It is, what shape is this? Yes, this is a circle. Can anyone find a square in this picture? This one's a little harder. Find a square. What about a rectangle? Yes, I see one here. You see, if you follow my mouse, we see a rectangle. So it has 4 sides and 4 angles. And if you look over here on the bridge, that is a rectangle over there too. Let's try one more, shall we? Can you find a triangle in this picture? Something with 3 sides and 3 angles. Good job. If you, right here, if you follow my mouse, you see it? Yes, you do. You did. All right. Okay, let's try another picture, okay? All right. What shape do you see over here? These tall buildings. Might be a little hard because this is a 2D image. You don't see the other sides, you only see the front of the building. But in the picture, you can see a rectangle. The building is in the shape of a rectangle. So it's 4 angles, 4 sides. But the building itself is a rectangular prism because it has, remember what a 3D object has? Width, height, and length. And it's made out of, it has different faces. So you see there's the sides of the building, the back of the building, the roof, the top of the building, and the very bottom. Let's try some more pictures. Okay, our next picture over here, we have the Painted Ladies in San Francisco. So can anyone find let's see, square. Yes, I see a square over here and the windows on the roof, near the roof. But the windows over here, what shape are they more like? A rectangle. And then let's see. Oops. Okay, so the wheel, what about the wheels on the cars? Let me see if I zoom in really quick. The wheels on the car, what shape does that look like? If you said circle, good job. I'm gonna zoom back out. Okay, but if you think about these objects, they're flat right now in the picture, but if you see in person, they have width, height, and length. So they are a 3D object and they do have, let's see, so the roof part over here, the triangle, so it is more of a triangular prism. So it has different sides. And the house itself, if you pretend the roof is flat, it is more of a rectangular prism. Okay. Last picture. Let's go ahead and look over here. What shape do you see over there? Yes, it's a triangle I see over here. It has 3 sides and 3 corners. And this is a picture of the Transamerica Pyramid in SF. So like the name suggests, it is a pyramid. So while the picture we only see one side, it actually has, it's a 5-sided 3D object. So it has 4 triangular faces. So the triangle you see here. So there's 4 sides, 3 other sides that you don't really see in the picture. And then the bottom is, the base of it is a square. And together it makes a pyramid. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. All right, I'm gonna move the camera down to my table over here. So we're gonna take our model magic and we're gonna take the toothpicks. I'm gonna use toothpicks. And we're gonna make some shapes together. Okay, let's start. What shape shall we do first? How about a square? Does anyone remember how many sides a square has? 4, yes. And how many angles does it have? 4. So when we put it together, we're gonna do that. Does that look like a square? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna use some model magic to at the corners to keep it together. All right. So here we have, you can see the square. Okay, let's put this aside for now. What shape shall we make next? Let's do a rectangle. Does anyone remember what a rectangle? How many sides it has and an angle? Yes, it has 4 sides and 4 angles. But wait, it's different from a square. What's different? Yes, so 2 of the sides are shorter than the other. They're different sizes. So I'm gonna just use a popsicle stick because it's longer. But what do you see here? What shape is this? A rectangle. Good job. Okay. Before we move on, let's try what shape? Try a couple. Let's do a triangle next. Does anyone remember what shape a triangle has? Does anyone remember how many sides and how many corners does a triangle have? Yes. Oh, I have a paper here. Yes, 3 each. So I'm gonna take some more though. All right, it's falling apart a bit, and that's okay. It just needs a little more. Just pinch it a little bit to make it a little more set. All right, and there we have our triangle. Let's count this one together, shall we? What makes this a triangle? So it has 3 sides, 1, 2, and 3. It also has 3 angles right here, 1, 2, and the one I'm holding over here, 3. All right, good job. Okay, shall we try making some 3D objects? Yes. So who here knows what? I'm gonna take one of these over here. What makes a 3D object 3D? Well, it has height, length, and width. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here and add some pieces. And if anyone can guess what shape I'm making. Yes. Okay, so does anyone see? So this, I added the height with this, where it's taller, or it's tall. Okay, so I'm adding this. Okay, I'm gonna bring it a little closer. Do you see? This is called a cube. It has 6 sides, 6 faces, and they're all made all squares. So don't. Okay, hope it doesn't fall apart on me. But here you go. You guys see how we added height to the width and length of this to make it 3D. So I'm going to show a cube I have over here. So this and this is the same. So it's made out of squares, 6 of these squares. So each side is a square. All right. Shall we try making something else? What should we try making? Do you remember the pyramid from the picture? Shall we try making that? Okay. So the pyramid has the base of the pyramid is a square. So we're going to start off with a square over here. This will be the base. What's next? Yes. The sides of the pyramid, the other faces, they're triangles. So if I do this, do you see the triangle right here? Let me set it in place. So there we go. Oh, this might be a little hard. Bring it a little closer, but that's not complete. So So a pyramid is a 5-sided 3D shape with 4 triangular faces and a square base. So we have the square base. We have 1 triangle over here. Let's add a second. Okay, so we have the second one. And now let's add the 3rd and 4th triangle. And we made a pyramid. Let's see. Let's count the sides. Okay, so we have down here the square, which is the first face. And we have over here 1 triangle, so that's the second face. Turn around. Here's another triangle, that's the 3rd face, 4th face, and the 5th face over here. And we have our pyramid. What if we put different shapes together? Can we make something? Let me try. What if I put this on top of the cube that we made? Does that look like something to you? It might be a little hard to see on camera, but let me use something solid. So I have the cube, and we're gonna put the pyramid we made on top. What does that look like to you? It looks a little like a house. Don't you think? Yes. All right, so you can get creative with this, make different shapes, combine it. I'm sure you're more creative than I am. You can make a bigger house when you go out for a walk with your parents, maybe have them take up some pictures. Can you recreate those shapes that you see in the outside world? And I, if you want to show us what you made, you can also put it on Instagram and tag it with SMCL Creates or at us at SMCL Libraries. All right. Thank you guys for joining us for our activity today. And before we leave, I want to take a moment to talk to you about the Summer Learning Challenge. If you already know what it is and you already signed up, give yourself a pat on your back. And if you haven't signed up yet, visit summerlearning.org with summerlearners.org with an adult to learn more. What is the Summer Learning Challenge? Well, it's a challenge for those who like to read or learn new things. If you did the activity with me today, you learned something new. You learned about shapes. Now, anyone of any age can sign up, but for those that are 18 and younger, you guys will get a chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. And the more you read and the more you learn, the more chances you will have to win the scholarship. All right, until next time.